darling.
That was the first thing you said, by the way.
Oh, you have to go check if they can actually hear it.
Wait.
I can see that we're picking up your audio level, so that's good. It's a good way to start this.
We have wow fap
In our
URL.
link. Yeah. Wow, fap.
Wow fap.
Wow, YouTube did something good for once. It just gave us a good link. Great job. Anyway, welcome, Loudmouths of the internet, to the Loathsome Loudmouths podcast with today's Loudmouths. Well, basically, it's just me, your host, Trolumbo, and Metal FH.
Hi.
And, well, Perry is technically also here, but she's just lying there. So she may just butt in if something funny happens.
But
Okay.
you said butt in.
Yes, butt in. I didn't mean that you have... I didn't mean anything physical with a butt. Maybe later.
Yeah, you can go fuck yourself.
In the butt?
Yep.
Yeah, I know my dick is long, but it's not that long. Jesus. I can't fuck myself in the butt. What the fuck was that even? It looks like there was something in front of your face, like you're looking at something.
My phone.
Oh, okay, that was that. It was just confusing. I couldn't figure out what it was. It didn't look like your phone at all, so it was fucking confusing. Anyway, I think the other thing's set up as well. Yes, everything seems fine. So we can actually go to... the little known fact. Yeah, we still need to figure out how we do the, like, how to do a transition. If you just, if you click on a layer to disappear, and instead of it disappearing, you can make it phase out or some shit. That would be great. Still need to figure something like that out. Or if OBS can even do that.
That's literally an option on OBS.
Yes?
Your birthday's on the 26th, right?
24th.
Just make sure.
Well, I don't know. On my OBS, it is an option.
Really?
Yeah, you can choose to just change like that, or
Yeah, but isn't that only if you change scenes? Can you do it if you click on the eye to make something disappear in a layer?
I don't know.
Who knows?
It just makes it.
What? Anyway, let's actually get to the little known fact. This time it's about, in the 1970s, Mattel sold a doll called Growing Up Skipper. And her fucking tits grew when you turned her arm.
Wait, bullshit.
Yeah, no, it's true. Like, you had to twist the arm and then the tits got bigger or some shit. So, now don't go trying that with your girlfriend, it doesn't work. I tried it. No.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Is this your bitch at work?
No. I meant that I tried spinning your arms, but...
Yeah.
Anyway. That would be useless. Like, your tits would be too big if I spun them. If I spun your arm, so that wouldn't be a good plan there, would it? Doesn't seem like something. Anyway, let's move back. We were talking about the little known fact. So yeah, there was a doll. For some reason, somebody thought it was a good plan to make a fucking doll that could grow tits. Like, basically, like, to simulate, like, ooh, this doll is growing up and becoming older and becoming tittier. Growing tits. What the fuck was I even saying?
It's becoming a tit.
Yeah. I have become tit. Fucking hell. Anyway. Fuck me. It's time for the actual articles. I don't know which one to start with, but I'll just meet them. Meet them? That's because of the meatball one. Okay, so we have one called Swedish Meatball Admission. They're Turkish.
No way.
University student who filmed flatmates in the shower asks for privacy. Dogs cannot get autism. British Veterinary Association warns after anti-vax movement spreads to pets. Really?
Yes.
Okay. Officer gives firefighter apology cake. Sorry I tased you. Anyway, and then mom delivers her own baby after watching YouTube tutorial. YouTube can do something right, I guess. It also gave us that link, wow fab, so that's pretty good. And then a North Carolina woman accused of trying to steal babies. As he says, she just wanted to give them Bibles. Maybe we'll start with that because it sounds so stupid as fuck. Let's see. Let's
Okay.
remove the static again and we can see the article. There it is. In all of its infamy, because I would say glory, but I don't think this is gonna be glorious. I could hear the fucking sound of the video coming from you. Anyway, am I gonna read this one or are you gonna read it?
I'll read it.
Yeah, okay.
Da-da-da-da.
Mm.
So yeah, North Carolina, a woman accused of trying to steal babies says she just wanted to give them Bibles.
Yeah, Bibles. Eat your Bible. Read your Bible and do some shit. It's inside of it.
Eat
And,
your Bibles and read your vegetables. Wilmington, North Carolina. The woman who was denied entry into a North Carolina Children's Hospital, charged with felonies and then accused of attempting to steal babies, denied that's what she was trying to do, according to a phone interview she did with TV station
Right.
World Erection Community Trial. Linda May
make no
Everett,
sense.
36, entered patient care areas without authorization on April 5th,
Oh.
after she was denied initial entry into the Children's Hospital at New Hanover Regional Medical Center.
No. New Hangover Regional Medical Center. I'm sorry, it just sounds so similar. Hangover, Hanover. Just fucking have to do that.
No way!
Anyway, yeah, nothing happened yet apart from the fact that she broke in there. But we haven't gotten to the juicy parts of this article, it seems.
No. Hospital staff, upon seeing Everett, did not have a visitor's badge.
Ooh.
Alerted police, who responded and questioned her. Based on Everett's unauthorized entry into patient care areas, Everett was charged with 3 counts of felony breaking and entering.
Barbara Buchler. What a name.
Barbara Bruchler, hospital administrator for the Women's and Children's Unit, says the hospital has an extensive layered security system in place, and the first line of defense was breached.
What the fuck? Now I just imagine shit like in Resident Evil, like in the first movie, where there's like lasers that cut people into like equal squares. Like,
Want the Bible?
anyone want to read a Bible? It's like rockets propelled shit as well. Like they shoot rockets at you. There's like flamethrowers and shit, whatever. Just like a shitload of weapons.
It's like two robot arms come out of the walls, pull your pants down while a rocket launcher launches a rocket in your ass.
Just like straight up your butthole, like.
What a great hospital security!
It launches you straight into a hospital bed, and then you have to pay for your fucking thing. And it's still America, so you have to pay a shitload even. So fuck. Damn. So only the first line of defense was breached, apparently.
We have a layered system. First, you must show ID to get a visitor's badge. Then you get a proximity badge that gives you access to locked areas.
Ooh, the proximity badge makes sure that the proximity mines don't go off when you get too close to them.
Yeah, in those locked areas. If you don't have those, you are stopped by a staff member. Bruchler stated.
Or stopped by... No, what the fuck am I...
I don't know what were you gonna say.
I was gonna say stuffed by a staff member, but I was almost gonna say like stuffed by a stop member. And I was like, what the fuck does that even mean? Yeah.
Stop! I have to stuff you.
It's the beginning of a bad porn movie. Stop! I have to stuff you before you continue.
No, I just imagine a porn movie where like the girl is dressed as a turkey. And it's Thanksgiving. Like, I better stuff this turkey.
Somebody just fucks him on a turkey suit. Was that like in one? Wait, wasn't there a fucking guy fucking a turkey in one of those like fake trailers? In the either it was in the I think it was in Planet Terror. Like you had like fake commercials for movies that were gonna come out. In front of it there was something with Thanksgiving, like something with some guy murdering on Thanksgiving or something. And then it was like a clip of a guy fucking a turkey or something. Or was it a turkey fucking someone up the ass? I don't remember. And now I'm confused. Either it was somebody fucking a turkey or somebody getting fucked by a turkey.
I know in Thanksgiving a turkey fucked someone.
Oh yeah, that also happened.
And then he says, "You got stuffed."
Yeah, that also happens, yeah. Fucking hell. Damn.
Buchler said in this case, Everett gained access by what she calls what?
What?
In this case,
By what?
Everett gained access by what she calls tailgating.
That doesn't make any sense. Who wrote this
Yes,
sentence?
This is a case where someone has a badge and someone could follow close behind them, but they would then be stopped by the next line of defense, which did occur in this case. Buchler stated. In a Tuesday afternoon phone interview, Everett, who is from Arkdale, said she was in Wilmington at that time attending a court appearance for her daughter's partner.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and then she randomly thought, you know what, I'm gonna go to the hospital and give Bibles.
Yeah. Give Bibles, which have pages, which could cause paper cuts. And then, like, the fucking sharp edges of the book itself. Let me kill some babies by giving them Bibles. I mean, that makes sense. At least when they die, they'll go to God.
Everett said, after court, she decided to stop by to deliver some children's Bibles to the newborns.
What are the children's Bibles, like, less sharp or something? They have rounded edges. They're made out of, like, fabric instead of... probably not. Probably just still sharp cardboard.
To the newborns. How the fuck?
Everyone knows that babies can read. Jeez. First you get born and you know how to
fucking handle a book that just fucking
suck on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
They put it in their mouth.
Or just drop it all the time.
Or just throw it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a Bible. It would be the same thing.
Bible anyway.
Or if you're cold, you can start a fire. I don't know.
She claims she always carries the Bibles with her when she travels.
What?
More than one?
Hey, have you read the Bible? Yes. Do you want to do Bible? No. Fuck.
About someone named Jesus?
I know Jesus. I know Jesus. He does my backyard. I mean, it's
Jesus
America, so it's a
mobile.
stereotype over there, so fuck it.
Everett said she went to the lobby of the children's hospital, presented her driver's license, and was not denied entry, but spoke to a nurse about dropping off the Bibles. The nurse then escorted her to the children's wing of the hospital, where the nurse told her they had 3 births that day. According to Everett, she delivered 3 Bibles and was stopped by security. Okay. All I was doing was giving mothers a Bible. I do it all the time.
Yeah, please stop.
Just fucking stop. Do something more useful with your life, maybe.
Yes.
More productive.
We have enough.
I
There's
have
enough.
What?
There's enough stupid shit in this world trying to shove religion down people's throats already, so no need to add to that.
I've been to the hospital 4 or 5 times before and I've never gotten stopped. If I would get a Bible handed to me when I have a child, but yeah, they give only to mothers apparently.
I don't give it to the fathers.
If the fathers are next to it, it's like, could you leave the room, please?
I have to give this to your wife. Do you want to give it to my wife? What?
Give this Bible to your wife. Oh, finally, I was running out of toilet paper.
Oh, nah.
What's it shit? I have been to that hospital 4 or 5 times before and have never gotten stopped. Stated Tuesday, Everett was not escorted to the unit by a nurse.
So she's basically saying bullshit. She's making stuff up.
I'm pregnant, a retired firefighter, and have had to bury a child. This is not who I am. I am a mother, and I would never take someone else's child.
What? Okay, this.
Why do you have to bury a child? But you have to do it by yourself, like in your garden. Because I would believe that with someone who just goes to children's hospital and hand out Bibles.
Yeah.
Everett said she surrendered to High Point Police on April 17th on warrants issued in New Hanover County.
Mm-hmm.
She was given a $10,000 bond, which she posted and was released.
No patience were. That sounds like the beginning of in the recording of this movie. Fucking hell. So yeah, nobody was. How would anyone be like injured or endangered? Like, I mean, if they gave the
Started
fucking Bibles to the
throwing
babies, yeah. Started throwing them. You'll never catch me! And just start throwing the Bibles. Read the Bible. Read the Bible. Have you read the Bible? Like a guy who's blind, like clearly there. Have you read the Bible?
Well, maybe if you read the Bible, you wouldn't be blind.
The good Lord will make you see what's in the Bible. Even blind people can read the Bible. Anyway.
You know that kid who got raped by that priest? It's all part of God's plan.
Fucking hell.
Buchler stated in the event that someone like Everett were to abduct a baby, additional security measures are in place. Wait, what? In the event. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All of the staff members in the women's and children's hospital wear a pink and blue striped badge. And it's to educate the families that if someone comes in your room and they are not wearing it, to never release your baby.
Release the baby.
Oh.
Ah! It's a baby.
Okay.
Release your baby. It sounds so weird.
In addition, we have what we call an electronic hug system. Tighter. Oops.
I'll give you electronic hug. It sounds like
has it attached to them. So if they are taken from a security unit, an alarm will sound.
sounds like a really bad wrestling finisher. Oh my god, it's the electronic hug. Is he gonna win it?
What I was thinking about doesn't make any sense.
What?
Fucking combination of an electric chair and a bear hug.
What, the other guy's also on your back? There's a guy on your shoulders in electric chair position, and then there's another guy performing a bear hug on him.
Yeah, and then you drop.
That doesn't work at all.
A little more than a week after the incident at the North Carolina Information Sharing and Analysis Center, or ISAC.
ISAC? That's
ISAC.
That actually
issued
kind
a
of...
bulletin on April 13th saying Everett is believed to be going to neonatal units of hospitals in North and South Carolina, possibly in an attempt to abduct a child.
Whoa.
Everett's court appearance in New Hanover County is set for May 21st.
So
I love how she's like, I'm pregnant, blah 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 blah. I will never take someone else. Yeah, what else would you say? Oh yeah, I was definitely gonna take a child.
yeah, that's the thing. Like, yeah, this excuse A, excuse B, excuse C, because I was never gonna take a child. Who's ever gonna be like, yeah, I was there to steal a baby. I just had the Bibles as distraction. The Bibles would make me look innocent. But would have all happened well if it wasn't for you meddling kids. Fucking hell. Anyway, this was dumb.
And I would have gotten away with it too.
And the fact when you read the neonatal, it was like it was like almost neo-Nazi there. It's like, jeez, I was like, what the fuck?
She went to a parts of the hospitals.
No, when you said it's believed to go to neo-Nazi rallies or something was what I was gonna say because I wasn't reading it all.
Like,
Everett is believed to be going to neo-Nazi rallies.
To hand down Bibles.
Well, Hitler was a Catholic, or yeah, Catholic, Christian. I don't even know. Yeah. Who cares? More stuff about babies. More stuff about babies.
Oh.
Now it was about a mom who delivers her own baby after watching a YouTube tutorial. First off, what the fuck would that YouTube tutorial look like? I'm going on YouTube now. I'm gonna look that up.
Is there a link to it?
Maybe it's in there.
No, I don't find the link.
No.
How do you even look now? Fucking. How to. Would be fun if you found a how to basic video.
How to
deliver a. How to deliver. Wow.
Pizza?
I just typed how to deliver, and the first things you find are how to deliver a baby.
If pizza job is, I'll try to question how to deliver pizza.
How to deliver a baby.
How to deliver a baby. How to deliver a baby. How to deliver a baby safely. How to deliver a baby medical course.
How to deliver a baby very dangerously.
How to deliver a baby Caesar. Yeah.
How to quickly deliver a baby. How to basic.
What? How to deliver puppies. C-section.
Now that one's dangerous.
How to deliver a baby at work.
Wait, how to deliver a baby from cartoon box? Okay.
How to deliver puppies successfully. Okay. Anyway, how to deliver a baby in a car.
I love how it's suddenly like always babies. How to deliver your baby. How to deliver a kick. Street fight.
Yeah, just
How
randomly.
to deliver a baby.
I wonder which video they actually watched. Was it the 2-minute one? It was like the first one is like normal delivery. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Anyway, let's see. Maybe we'll find some clues as to which video it was. So yeah.
First I found a video of someone just throwing eggs around.
That didn't help at all. But it had a nice
tried, yeah.
thumbnail. And the baby didn't come out. Okay, anyway. A woman who had no idea that she was pregnant
What?
was forced to deliver her own baby in a hotel room with only YouTube for guidance.
Yeah, because first of all, they don't have service in hotel room, like phone service. It's not a thing. And also, they don't have actual phones in the hotel room either.
I mean, don't you need to... Can you just go in on, like... I mean, wouldn't you be able to go into an emergency wing or something? It's like, I'm having a baby, and then they're like, oh yeah, let's go to that. I don't know, maybe the American system is just...
No,
that
wouldn't
shit.
you just be like, here, she didn't even know. Wouldn't you just, simple, call
An ambulance?
an ambulance, yeah. Like,
So,
"Oh, I'm gonna have a
Tia
baby."
Freeman Tia Freeman, not Seaman, who was 22, had to make a 17-hour stopover in Istanbul as she flew to Germany for a holiday. See? That's why she couldn't call. What was she supposed to do? Like, oh, she didn't speak any Turkish, I guess, so I don't know.
Well, I don't think she speaks Turkish.
Yeah. I don't even know. Ah! Now with the wrong. Ah! Ah! I clicked on new tab because I wanted to look up what the words for how to deliver a baby in Turkish were, but I just discovered that that would be on stream as well, so it would be pretty useless. Anyway,
don't worry, I'm going to Google Translate.
Yeah, good. That we need that.
You read.
Make sure to let Google Translate read it out loud when you find it. Okay, so as she flew to Germany for a holiday from her home in Nashville, Tennessee. But she picked up more than just a few souvenirs. She returned home with a son.
I found it.
Okay.
Nasıl bebek teslim edilir?
Delicious?
No.
Nasıl bebek teslim edilir?
Why was I in slow motion?
No.
Nasıl bebek teslim edilir?
I think it read it in slow motion. It's like you let it read it the first time, and the second time it's like, are you too stupid to understand? Let me do this again.
Nasıl bebek teslim
Yeah.
edilir?
Yeah,
Every time you press it like
a second time. Yeah.
the second time, it's slow.
So, sharing her outrageous real-life story on Twitter, she explained how she had no idea that she was pregnant until she had passed the 6-month mark, but decided to go ahead with her holiday regardless, assuming the baby would be born after she got home. Obviously.
She was wrong.
She was dead wrong and had to
was
count
wrong,
on
Dad.
YouTube to get her babies out. Anyway,
Get your babies out.
get your baby. However, she went into labor on the flight out of the US, but wrongly believed her twinges and contractions to be symptoms of food poisoning after eating semen on her in-flight meal.
Wait, what?
Why would you even...
Why would you eat semen?
I mean, it was a 17-hour flight, so you have to eat something, yeah. But I
Yeah.
would never go for fish on like a plane. Shit. It sounds like the dumbest plan. It's like, hey, anybody want salmonella? Not salmon, it's salmonella. No?
Wait, why?
I don't know. Isn't there a bigger chance to get salmonella poisoning from fish and seafood?
No, salmonella has to do with raw meat.
I thought you could get that from like, no, what was the other thing called again? Fuck. I'm mixing it up with something else.
I don't know what you mean.
What's the fucking thing again that you can get from fish?
AIDS.
Yes. If you fuck a fish with AIDS, yeah, maybe. After arriving at Istanbul airport and being trapped in a chaotic customs queue, she realized that in fact her body was coming.
Her body?
Her
Body?
I said body. Her body was coming. It's like, oh, that's what was happening. I was just having an orgasm on the plane. That's basically it. Her baby was coming. That doesn't make it better.
But she was determined not to give birth on the airport floor.
Definitely not. Sounds
Wait.
like...
Wouldn't they in customs at least, wouldn't they understand some English there? We're
No,
not fucking airports.
No,
There
it's...
are medical facilities all around you.
I just imagine them being like Shinsuke Nakamura. What did he say again? Like, I don't know, speak English? Or what was the way he said it? Me no speak English?
Sorry, no speak English.
Yeah, that was it. That was the way he said it. I couldn't find the exact words. So, Tia and her baby Xavier, who she gave birth to, alone in a hotel room in Turkey. That's on the picture. See, there he is. It's the baby. He looks like a baby. He looks like an Xavier.
What?
I don't even know.
Oh my god. Is he Professor Xavier?
Yes, definitely. Posting on her username, The Whittle Demon, she wrote, I make it to my hotel room, And now I'm sure I'm in labor. There's no way in the world I'm not in labor, because I can barely stand up at this point. So people in wheelchairs are in labor? This doesn't make that doesn't make any fucking how the fuck is that even a how is that even a sentence that how does that even correlate? Like if you have like a leg injury, or if you have some thing going on.
Hey,
Like, I mean, couldn't you be like, couldn't food poisoning even be so bad that you can barely stand up?
I have another question here.
This doesn't make any sense.
I have another question about the next thing that she says.
I have a question about this article. Why again is there no fucking... Why is there quotation marks being opened but not being closed? Again?
I don't know.
Is that normal?
No.
Because I do it in every fucking... Is it? Do they do it every... They do it everywhere. See? Every fucking paragraph has it.
That's weird.
So this is a bit of an over-exaggeration again. Like the not being able to stand up, that automatically means that she's going in labor. It could also have meant that she was having a miscarriage. Like, that would probably be painful. She didn't accidentally 100% know that she was in labor, I guess. So I'm in a foreign country where no one speaks English. There's probably Turkish people who speak English.
Yeah.
Damn. That's racist.
They're fucking tourists.
Yeah. And what about people from Turkey? Some of them speak English.
And how the fuck
Yeah.
were you able to get a room if you can't communicate with anyone in the hotel?
Yeah. Well, actually.
They just grab her and be like, you here! And close the door.
Inside! Now! What Arnold? Sorry, it wasn't in Germany yet. I'm sorry. It was a bit. Yeah. Okay. I don't know this country's emergency number, and I have no clue what to do. They probably knew that in the hotel, if we're honest, and they probably. If she got a room, they must have spoken some English in the hotel.
Yeah, don't usually in a hotel, shouldn't people speak English a lot? Because
Yeah.
you know there's gonna be tourists from other countries there.
Yeah, I feel like if you're in a hotel,
Like when I went to Greece, it's not like the people there in hotels only spoke Greek or anything.
well, they did ask you if you want cock. The waiter did.
It was still, and that wasn't in the hotel, by the way.
Okay, it's funny. The waiter, do you want cock? Do you want cock?
Tenerife, they spoke English.
That as well. I think if you go to Turkey, there's probably in the hotels they probably speak English as well.
Probably.
So I don't
yeah.
get this. I don't really get this. So it's game time. I don't have time to be nervous. It's time to get shit done. I spring into action, filling up a tub with warm water. #waterbird. Grabbing a towel to bite down on. Grabbing another towel to wrap her up whenever it pops out. It's weird how focused a person becomes when their adrenaline starts going. Because at no point ever did I freak out. Like I just did what I had to do. To make sure she was doing what she really had to do, Tia made the very millennial decision to watch some YouTube videos about how to DIY birds. She continued.
Wow.
So anyway, I stripped down and climbed into the tub. The internet said there were a couple positions that people find the most comfortable. I picked the one that worked for me. And I was like, okay, boom! Let's bird it, this baby.
I don't think you should do that in Istanbul.
Say boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Maybe not. Maybe not. It isn't the wisest choices of words, I guess, there. The internet said I shouldn't start pushing until my contractions were 2 minutes apart. Because-
She's sat there with a phone. Nah!
Is this a contraction or do you have just really severe diarrhea? Food poisonings?
Am I delivering a baby or am I just taking a massive shit?
Can you imagine that, like, in the tub, being there waiting for the baby? Like, and instead of the baby, like, a massive shit comes out and she feels relieved, like, ah, I guess I was wrong.
Oh wait, I was right.
What?
And I'm like, okay, you've got a timer on your phone. You
Okay, so, yeah, okay. Because you don't want to exhaust yourself too early and then not have the energy when the kid is ready to come, you know? And I'm like, okay, you've got a timer on your phone. You can do this. My contractions were already at a minute apart. Lol, I was late as hell. Barely made it to my room.
What the fuck is that? Read more.
People are naming their babies after types of food. So what is there, a baby called ramen or something? Ramen noodle? Anyway. Or noodle. Or spaghetti.
I don't know.
Anyway.
I'm gonna click on it.
So I threw the towel in my mouth and started pushing, and I have never felt any pain like this in my life. Well, until you get like, what was it again? One of those fucking kidney stones? Yeah, kidney stones.
What? No,
They're worse. So yeah.
well, for a man.
I think they're even, like, I've heard women say that they're worse than childbirth.
Okay,
So I think it's
but
not just for a man.
But then you also have you have
The
people
pee hole being thinner.
that kidney stones are always worse for guys anyway.
Yeah, because the penis, like the fucking little urinal tract in the penis, that last part of it, is obviously like thinner than with a woman.
Yeah.
But then again, inside the fucking tubes are similar, so inside it's the same pain, I guess. It's just the end still coming out. It may still hurt on the penis, inside of the pee-pee.
Inside the pee-pee.
Inside the pee-pee. So she never felt the pain. It was like I've been split open. Where was my epidural? Not in a hotel room. Luckily, it happened pretty quickly. I only had to push about 5 to 6 times before a baby popped out. Lol. Now let me tell you, babies are buoyant. The little joker said bloop and floated right on up to the top of the water. So yeah, see, babies float. Doesn't mean that you have to put you don't have to do that to a test. Like, don't put your baby inside of a pool or something and just be like, yeah, it's a baby, it'll float.
I'll check on it in an hour.
I read this article once. Said babies are buoyant. Bah. So Taya later cut her son's umbilical cord using a shoelace, a pocket knife, and a kettle.
Oh.
Which might be the most MacGyver ending to a childbirth story ever. After sleeping for 5 to 6 hours with her baby, now named Xavier Ada, Tia returned to the airport to ask for advice and was promptly taken to a hospital.
Oh, now she could suddenly communicate.
With someone. Yeah, in the hospital, like the day before, they didn't speak any English. Today they do. This story doesn't make any sense. I feel like she caused this for herself because of that.
Of course.
She was probably taken to a hospital where both her and the baby were given a clean bill of health. She then called her mom, who had no idea she was pregnant before enjoying a luxurious 2-week stay in Turkey. A push present from Turkish Airlines as a thanks for all the free publicity her story guaranteed them. Wow. So she was going to Germany, but she got a paid vacation in Turkey because of the airlines? Is that what I'm reading here?
Yeah, it seems that way.
Wow. Holy balls. It's actually pretty nice.
Yeah, but she's still an idiot.
Well, but I wasn't talking about her. I was talking about Turkish Airlines.
Yeah.
They were nice. Like they said, like, hey, this
Even
idiot-
though you're an idiot.
this is just stupid.
Oh, by the way, I'm on the article for food baby name trend. Boys names: Basil, Kale, Benedict,
What is some
Angus, Chip.
with eggs Benedict? Isn't that named after just the person anyway? So that's a stupid thing. That's not.
Yeah, Caesar.
That's also named after someone to begin with. It's not a
Correct.
food originally. That's stupid.
And Mac. Then girls' names: Saffron,
Okay.
Clementine,
Yeah, but that was also a name anyway.
Honey,
That's a pretty dumb name.
Brie,
Yeah, okay. That was
Cherry.
a name as well. That was also already a name.
Ginger,
That was also already a name.
Olive,
That's a weird name, yeah.
Plum.
Plum?
Oh, look at cute little Plum.
Plum. It just sounds like your baby, like your kid's gonna grow up to be super fat. Hi, I'm Plum. Give me food.
Give me food.
Only fat can sustain me. Give me McDonald's. Fucking hell. That was a stupid joke anyway. Just move on. We're running out of good jokes because of that. I'm sorry. So this is a really short article. So I'm going to read it. In the Hamilton Township, Ohio, an Ohio police officer has apologized for a work mishap by bringing a firefighter a cake iced with an unusual message. Sorry, I taste you. There's jizz in the glazing. And then the last part I added. I'll stop.
No.
I'll stop reading it in my fake, really stupid British accent that I just made up for no reason. Hamilton Township officer Darcy Workman says she accidentally shocked firefighter Ricky Wagoner. Wagoner? How do you read that? Wagoner? Is that their name?
Oh.
With her stun gun last week while attempting to restrain a patient being taken to a hospital. Wagoner wasn't seriously hurt. WLWT TV reports Workman brought a cake to Wagoner on Saturday to apologize. Photos shared on the police department's Facebook page show the cake decorated with the apology and a frowning face. Like this. Hamilton Township is about 30 miles, or 48 kilometers for people with brains, northwest of Cincinnati. Yeah, okay, so, we still don't know how this shit actually happens. Like, how the fuck did this actually happen? Can we... I actually wanted some details on how the fuck this shit actually happens.
How to fuck?
Yeah, I'll just look it
I
up on
want the
YouTube.
Details on how to fuck.
I'll go to YouTube.
How to fuck?
How to fuck.
Can you find a how to basic?
How to fuck. Let's see. How to fuck like a porn star. How to
Wait,
fuck your girl and give her a penetration orgasm.
Wait, what?
How to fuck...
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think this is gonna be advertising friendly much longer if we go down that path.
Yeah. Starting now.
Not advertiser friendly.
Anyway, it's a female police officer and it's a firefighter. So this sounds like the beginning of a porno by itself as well. She just brings him a cake. I'm sorry for dating you earlier. And he's like, and then he glazes her cake. And he fights her fire. And she arrests his dick, or I don't know. This is going nowhere.
What the fuck are you doing?
Anyway, dogs cannot get autism.
Oh.
The
No.
British Veterinary Association, or BVA, warns after anti-vax movement, or, like people call them, brain-dead retards, spread to pets. Like, I mean, if you're an anti-vaxxer, your pet is probably smarter than you, so, yeah,
Yeah.
just leave the thinking to your dog.
Exactly.
Dogs
Dogs.
cannot get autism. The BVA has warned. After the anti-vax movement spreads to pets. Anti-vaxxers are dumb fucks that believe that immunization have harmful side effects and may be the cause of autism in children. Beliefs widely debunked by the medical community and by anyone with a functioning brain. This theory is increasingly being applied to pets because people are getting even stupider, particularly in the US, where people have been stupid for a long time and increasingly become more stupid as time progresses. And there are fears it is spreading to the UK because also there people are getting stupid apparently. And it could cause already low vaccination rates to fall even further. And more people to be dumb and get sick and then get dumb again. The BVA said, "We are aware of an increase in anti-vaccination pet owners in the US who have voiced concerns that vaccinations may lead to their dogs developing autism-like behavior." Yes, creatures that act very routine-matic may act more autistic. So basically, dogs who basically already fucking act autistic to some degree because they're fucking dogs. They just have their fucking routine that they fucking go by most of the times. How the fuck would autism even affect a dog? What would change in a dog? If you ask me, like, to compare, like, dog and human behavior, it's like, I would think that the dog just already, kind of, most dogs already look like they fucking have autism with the fuck how they act. So what the fuck is this bullshit even about? All medicines have potential side effects, but in the case of vaccines, they are rare, and the benefits of vaccination in the protection against disease far outweigh the potential for an adverse reaction. Yeah, most of the times what the fucking vaccines do is just make you feel a bit sick for a short time.
Yeah, they literally just have the
That's the worst a lot of times.
a part of the fucking disease
Mm-hmm.
so that you get immune to that.
I think it
Yeah,
was
they
like...
don't have autism autism making brew in that thing.
They have the autism virus in their vaccine too. Because everyone knows that if you have autism, you can't
Yeah.
get sick.
Oh my god,
It's
this
just how it works.
vaccination that made my brain alter.
I mean, there could be an effect of what chemicals are created in your brains for something, but by something, but by a vaccination, I don't even know.
It's usually just gonna be your fucking white blood cells anyway.
Yeah, most of the times. So yeah. There's currently no scientific evidence to suggest autism in dogs, or a link between vaccination and autism. So, let me translate this first sentence, actually. There's currently no scientific evidence that fucking autism even exists in dogs. That's what the first sentence amounts to, doesn't it? All medicines have potential side effects, but yeah, I already read that. Wait, how did I do that? I skipped something for earlier, it seems.
Yeah.
Anyway, Senior Vice President
Senor-
Gudrun Ravets added, "Vaccinations save lives and are an important tool in keeping our pets healthy."
Hey,
We-
guess what? Someone can have autism and be healthy.
Yeah, that's
That's also a thing, by the way.
Definitely true.
Anti-vaxxers or retarded people or
I don't know.
whatever we have to call them. Then again, maybe some retarded people are actually
Smarter than
more clever than anti-vaxxers.
I mean, if you just want to believe some stupid shit that they want to believe, I don't know. It's just so weird. Anyway, I don't get this bullshit. So, we know from the example of the MRR vaccine, and it's now disproven link to autism in children, that scaremongering can lead to a loss of public confidence in vaccinations and knee-jerk reactions that can lead to outbreaks of disease, because stupid people are stupid.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's at a glance, this is basically the MRR thing. I don't think we're gonna read that fully. MMR, yeah. The measles, mumps, rubella vaccine. Basically what it's about.
Ooh. It's for measles.
So yeah, basically this is about like the whole thing and how the research was done to show that it doesn't cause vaccine. That doesn't cause. Yeah, that doesn't cause vaccine. Definitely, it doesn't cause fucking. No one was gonna say cancer. Autism.
You
Autism.
almost sound as dumb as anti-vaxxers when you say that.
Yeah, because this anti-vaxxer shit, I'm just making me dumb. Distemper and parvovirus are still killers in pets, and the reason we no longer see these on a wider scale, just like polio in human beings, is because most owners
Sensibly.
choose to vaccinate. Or, as one could say, because most people use their brains and choose to vaccinate because they don't want to get their pet to get distemper and parvovirus. Sorry, what the fuck am I even saying? Lisa Tenzin-Dolma, founder of the International School for Canine Psychology and Behavior, said, "We don't have scientific evidence to back claims of canine autism. However, we have seen anecdotal evidence of dogs having a marked change in their behavior, canine dysfunctional behavior. Symptoms are things like increased aggression or dogs becoming more fearful. This could be down to any number of causes. No need to fucking mark this up to vaccines, it seems, but the less of a carer or the arrival of another dog, some people link the changes to thyroid issues, but it's all down to individual circumstances. Despite accepting these dogs' behavioral issues were a real problem, Miss Tenzin-Dolma said she would not advise people against vaccinations due to fear of canine autism, as there was a lack of scientific evidence." Evident. Yes.
Not even. They not only didn't finish the words. It's just the whole sentence. Like, where the fuck is the period? Where's the end quotation?
The
Where-
C and E. Yeah. Also, they started as a new paragraph and they didn't put quotation marks at the beginning either. So yeah.
What do you mean? There are quotation marks before the last quotation mark.
Oh yeah, there. Oh yeah, the first thing wasn't the. Yeah, never mind. I thought that was the quote started there, but I was just wrong. The comments came after ITV breakfast show Good Morning Britain tweeted, "We're looking to speak to pet owners who haven't given." I should read this in it. "We're looking to speak to pet owners who haven't given their pets vaccination because they're concerned about the side effects, as well as people who have done so and now believe their pets to have canine autism as a result."
In other words, we are looking for complete dumbasses with no brains.
Do you fit this description? And can you use Twitter? I don't even know what.
Then grab a chair.
Jump out of a window. What? Grab a chair and jump out of a window. That doesn't even make any sense as a fucking next step. Just funny.
Grab a knife.
and jump on
Hang
it.
yourself. Kick the chair underneath.
How can you hang yourself with a knife?
I said make a noose before that.
Oh. Okay.
Fucking idiot. And
Why don't they
then
just jump
cut-
out of the window with a chair? That's funnier.
And then cut your wrist long ways.
It just seems funny. Why don't they just jump out of the window with a chair? It still seems funnier. Then the police arrive like, this guy's out here with a chair.
Was
Why the chair? What's the chair doing here?
Suspicious.
Is there foul play involved? The chair does it.
And also the knife. There should be a knife somewhere.
The police is like really the police is like really confused. Officer Peters. Yes, what's wrong? We found another one. What? The chair window thrower has returned again. Oh no. How many victims do we have so far? 1,000? 1,000! How does he do that? And how does he throw people all across Britain out of the window with a chair?
Oh, it's not just Britain. What?
How does he get around the world in a matter of hours? It's simple. It's Santa Claus. Santa Claus is the window chair thrower? That was not his name, but we forgot, so yeah.
What the fuck did we call him again?
What the fuck? Somebody rewind the podcast. Anyway. The message was criticized by some users of the social media site, with one posting, "Please do not give airtime to this unscientific and dangerous mentality of idiots." Yes, I don't actually give a fuck. If people are stupid enough to do this shit. Well, this is another case, actually. It's kind of different. I always say, like, if people are stupid enough to do this shit. But these stupid idiots are endangering other people.
Yeah.
So that's just going... Anti-vax bullshit just goes beyond that.
Their pets and their child.
Yeah, and other people's kids and shit because of the diseases that the kid may get. Like, sometimes they may pass on. Anyway, if a single person sees the segment and decides not to vaccine their pet or child, that's on you. It's also on them because they're fucking stupid. And they should jump out of the window with a chair. This is not a case where both sides should be heard. It's factually wrong and harmful. Well, I always feel like both sides should be heard, but in this case, yeah, they should say, like, okay, your side is fucking stupid, go vaccinate your dog, or I'll vaccinate you with anti-dumbness vaccine.
Okay,
Which doesn't exist, sadly enough.
why should a side be heard that you know is factually
Punch
wrong?
them.
So that people could laugh at it and be like, that's bullshit, you're dumb. Use your brain. That's why people...
I hope your reason of death is something that could have been prevented by getting a fucking vaccination.
Can you imagine if, like... If you were, like, a godlike figure, like, that's another reason you know why there's no fucking gods. Like, if I were God and there was, like, I'm not gonna vaccinate my... well, if I was a god, there would probably be no polio or that type of shit. But if, can you imagine if there's, like, a god that's, like, they created polio, and there's, like, this dude's like, I'm not gonna vaccinate my kid for polio. I would just give them instant polio, so they would just all of a sudden just get polio and just be
That's what they
fucked.
deserve.
Yeah, that's the fucking shit
Why
that's
you not
happened.
vote?
Anyway, the BVA said, while we welcome a platform for pet owners to discuss vaccinations, we'd be concerned about the adverse impact on pet health resulting from alarm such a live show is likely to cause amongst pet owners if it does not offer a veterinary or scientific voice for a balanced perspective on the issue. Yeah, makes sense. We need people who know what the fuck they're talking about, not like, I gave my dog some vaccine and now he has the autisms. I can see my dog has the autisms because he plays the Minecraft all day. This doesn't make any sense. But I don't know. There's a lot of autistic people playing Minecraft. That's why I made that joke. Anyway, pet vaccination rates in the UK are already falling. The PDSA Animal Wellbeing PAW report in 2017 showed that 25% metal
What?
25%.
Where?
Did you see it?
Why is there a space?
Yes. But it's happened twice. It's not just like they fucked up once. This person really thought that percent, like the fucking word was per space cent. Perry, did you write this article?
What?
Did you write this article?
Are you quit? Wait, how bad is it?
25%.
No, that wasn't me. I know not to put a space there.
Well,
Or just put a percentage sign.
well, this person must have had the same. This person must not have had autism because they weren't like, but well, I don't know. I was just joking. Yeah. 30. It's there 3 times the same mistake. 35% of cats and 50% of rabbits had not had a primary vaccination course when young, up on previous years. I don't know. Yeah, I get the rabbits part because rabbits, what the fuck, how long do they live? 3 years a lot of the times because they just die of heart attacks and shit. Crappy pets that die quickly. So yeah, I get that people don't want to put money in vaccinating a fucking rabbit. But dogs and cats? Jeez. If you have like a little dog, like a Shih Tzu or like whatever, or like those type of breeds, they could even be with you for 16 years. So, yeah, if you don't vaccine that would be a bit weird. It does go by life cycle length, so it does start with dogs who live the longest and cats than rabbits. So it does make, in that case, it does make sense that the percentage, like the percentage of vaccination goes down. Perry, do you know about like average how long a cat would live?
No.
No?
I could check for you.
Because I know that dogs, it could be like 10 to 16 years or something, depending on the breed, and bigger breeds just die younger a lot of the times. But I don't think a cat lives as long as a dog. I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure that a rabbit doesn't live as long as a
4
dog.
to 5 years.
4 to 5 years for a cat.
Oh,
That's...
that's in the wild, sorry.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Woo!
You just said in the wild, that's it.
In the wild?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, so indoor cats are 13 to 17 years.
What?
Yeah.
Fuck me. So cats do live as long, if not
But
longer, as dogs.
It isn't uncommon for indoor cats to live at least 20.
Fuck me. So cats actually do live longer than dogs, potentially.
Bear in mind, they sleep for like 12 to 16 hours.
Yeah, so dogs sleep a shitload of time as well.
Oh,
Or lazy around, so yeah. Okay, never mind. Rabbits, how old do they get? Can you look that up for me? Because I could fuck up on that.
About 2 years.
I said 3, but yeah. See, that's
That was just me guessing.
No, it was like I was just joking about the vaccination, that it like falls in line with like
Yeah, 1 to 2 years.
yeah. Really?
You know how I like that as well in my head?
Yeah?
My sister had a rabbit.
Yeah, sorry. I get that only 50% of people vaccinate their fucking rabbits if they only live 1 to 2 years anyway. I can get that part. I really do get that part. If it's a pet that's only gonna live for... I wouldn't even get a rabbit if it lives that long.
Wait a minute. 1 to 2 years in the wild, but
Yeah.
well cared for indoor rabbits can live 7 to 10 years.
That's okay, that's a decent amount
And
of time.
some into their teens.
Yeah, anyway. Yeah. Okay. So usual vaccinations for puppies include protection against canine distemper, canine parvovirus, kennel cough,
Sorry.
leptospirosis, leptospirosis. I have crippling leptospirosis. And parainfluenza. No, para-influenza. I'm sorry, it's influenza, but it's para-influenza. Okay. The BVA suggested that owners who fail to vaccinate their pets could be breaking the law and should be fucked up the ass with a huge strap on. Commenting that it is important to remember that under the Animal Welfare Act, the AWA, pet owners have a duty to protect their animals from pain, injury, suffering, and disease. And if they do not comply with this law, then they will get fucked up the ass with a big, huge strap on. We know of no better and scientifically proven way to protect against disease than vaccination. So yeah, that makes sense. Vaccinate your fucking animals.
If
So
you
it's-
vaccinate your animals and have a baby and that,
Yeah,
the baby could then get sick.
yeah. So it's even... See, we were wrong about the rabbits and they could live up to 7 to 10 years, so that's still amount of time.
Depending.
Yeah.
Because my sister's only lived for 2 years.
They are weaker, it seems. Disease. So, whether or not you think that's... I would just not get a rabbit as a pet. It just seems like the stupidest pet you can get. But hey.
They're fucking dangerous.
And dumb as fuck.
No,
Don't- Don't get fucking rabbits. They're the stupidest pet. That's what I'm saying here.
No, they're not.
I'm laying down
Oi!
my opinion here. Rabbits are the stupidest pet you can get.
No, they're not. Rat.
Okay, a rat is also a stupid pet. And hamsters.
Hey!
What does a hamster do?
Right. You want a really stupid pet? Guinea pig.
A guinea pig is just a different type of hamster. Just the same stupid animal. Anyway, fuck these stupid rodent shits. Don't get fucking rodents. I said it. Get a bird instead. Yeah, definitely. One of those stupid
But don't have a
birds.
dog at the same time you
Get a
have
goldfish. Yeah, get a goldfish. That's the best pet.
Don't get a bird while you have a
I'll
dog.
flush it down the toilet when it's dead.
Yeah.
You got it. You got it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Perry, why did you have to bring that up? You have to definitely get a dog and a parrot at the same time. That
Wait, I
doesn't-
thought she was practicing Dutch.
No, she was just making fun of shit. She was making fun of how Phileas turned out to be a predatory animal.
How is my question?
Yeah, for the people who are like, what the fuck are they talking about? Well, little our little dog, which is a Shih Tzu, ripped a parrot, like my mom's parrot, to shreds.
Wait, if I remember right, you were in England when that happened.
Yeah.
And you told me you were in fucking tears laughing.
That was a silly story. Like, how the fuck could you even take that seriously?
And then you found out it was. And it's like, oh.
Well,
This
it
is
probably
the same
wouldn't have
dog
been
that
a fun
basically
Thing to see
fun
or
thing
find? No.
to find.
But just hearing about it sounds pretty weird. Just sounds so... It sounded so, like, well, surreal that it made no sense. It was funny.
Really?
It
Well,
sounded like something from the
I
Onion.
expected it, but I was just thinking like, just because there were like the parrot was in a certain room where they usually close the door,
Yeah.
and they knew that Phileas would attack the fucking parrot if he could.
Yeah.
It's like, it's your own fault for leaving the door open.
Yeah, well, it does come down to that, yeah. Yeah, that's... It is, yeah. Definitely is their fault for leaving it open, but yeah. Problem is, if you're in and out of a room and you have to go somewhere, it is a highly likely scenario that you would forget
Okay.
at one point. So it was almost doomed to happen, I would say. Anyway, let's not do this one. I just have now I see the YouTube how to fuck still there. The tab is still there. So let's go to the Swedish meatballs first. It's funny.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna continue reading myself because I feel like for some reason jokes and everything flows better if I'm reading. I don't know why that is. I have no fucking faint clue why. The first article we were like, yeah, it didn't flow that well. So it just kind of flows well every time. Yeah. Anyway.
That is simply not true, but okay.
Or it just was because the first article was boring. I don't even know. What the fuck? I just saw Sweden.se in the Twitter thing down there, and because I only saw half of it, I thought it was Mashup Man's logo, and I was like, Mashup Man tweeted? Swedish meatballs?
Oh yeah.
See what I mean? See now. Check now. This is what I saw.
Yeah, it does look like his logo.
Yeah, because there was a little thing in the front of it. Anyway, Swedish meatballs, the national dish of Sweden, have been revealed to have originated from another country, Turkey.
No way.
Yes, Turkey. They also made the pizza. What was the other thing? Because they always
Sorry.
they always say that a lot of like. How many times have you heard that a food was actually originally from Turkey? Because didn't they also say that about pizza? And I think there were a few other things.
No, most of the time it's from China.
What?
Most of the time it's from China.
Like crickets? And worms?
I was making a joke of like it's made in China.
Okay.
Get it? Yeah.
Like Trump's thighs?
Yes.
And probably Trump steaks when they were there. Anyway, a post on Sweden.se, the nation's official Twitter account. Really? Really? A country with a... Is that really... Are there really...
That's the thing.
Oh, fuck hell. I didn't even know about that. On Saturday, told followers...
Twitter accounts.
What?
Nations have their own Twitter accounts.
Yeah, see, I didn't know either. Apparently Metal knew. He was like, yeah, that's very normal. Makes no sense to me. Who the fuck would you put in charge of that?
I don't know.
It's like, hey, this is how we represent our country on Twitter. Just like, let's put someone on there. Let's put Bob on there. Bob from Loathsome. I don't even know any Swedish places, so what was... fucking hell, now I can't even come up with the capital of Sweden. Off the top of my head. Stockholm Syndrome, yeah, definitely. I got this... Anyway, here's what I said. Swedish meatballs are actually based on a... I'm trying to... Swedish meatballs are based on the recipe of King Charles III Bird, brought home from Turkey in the early 18th century. Let's stick to the facts. That's...
A Swedish chef was here.
I think I did that in a burger bonanza.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I wanted to read that name that's underneath the second tweet.
Okay. Okay, let's see who can read it the best, if it's that bad. Reaction to the news has included speculation
What is?
over what other foods may be Turkish.
What?
And what this may mean for Turkish furniture store IKEA, known for its meatballs. And now there's a tweet thing. Where does it say?
Oh, there. Fucking hell.
Where is it?
I said the second tweet, but okay. Like underneath the second
Okay,
tweet.
okay. We still need to read what's under the first tweet then, I guess. Okay. Many Turkish media outlets... What voice am I even doing now? It just sounds very different from what I was doing earlier. Many Turkish media outlets have called the tweet a confession and pointed out it is not the only product the king took to Sweden. The Anadolu agency referred to Annie Mattsson, a researcher at Sweden's Uppsala University, who claims the king also brought with him coffee beans and stuffed cabbage. King Charles reigned from 1697 to 1718 and is said to have lived in Bender, near Moldova.
Next thing you're gonna find out is that Belgian waffles aren't actually Belgian.
Yes, they are. But you're gonna find out that French fries aren't French.
Oh no, I know that.
I don't even
They're
think...
American.
I didn't even think the French...
Are you fucking stupid?
Are you fucking retarded? Even the French itself stands for the way of cutting the fries. French cut was a thing, yeah. I don't even know. That's what I always learned about it. Anyway.
They're American.
They're not American.
Why would
French
they be
fries
American?
are actually American fries.
America hasn't existed for that long. Why the fuck would they have come up with fries?
They come up with fast food.
Fries are Belgian.
Well, good
Okay.
fries are
I
definitely.
agree with that one. That fucking made me shit myself though.
I just heard the door open. I was like, what the fuck is that? But yeah. Now there's an empty camera for so long. Just come to sit down again.
Oh,
Anyway. So yeah. He reigned from blah blah blah, and then he lived in blah, Moldova, blah blah blah. Part of the old Ottoman Empire after losing a battle with Russia. What's so funny about losing a battle with Russia?
I don't
A lot of people have lost battles with Russia.
Hitler and Napoleon.
Actually, no. I know a reason why. I was
Why was that list so funny, actually?
Columbo. The reason I laughed was because I was thinking of Hetalia.
Yeah, what?
And it's just, Hetalia is just silly.
Yeah, I guess so. I just see the name now. So, some people in Turkey have made a link between meatballs and the popularity of the furniture chain IKEA in their country since the first store opened in 2005. That's bullshit. Like, not everyone's going there to get fucking meatballs and they're like, oh yeah, that's a nice sofa, let me get that as well. Yeah, I just came here for the meatballs, but I left here with a sofa and a fucking desk and
Actually built because they put two less screws in it.
yeah.
I bought a completely new kitchen.
I just came here for the meatballs, but now I have a new desk chair, a new desk lamp. I also bought the fucking side table, and I bought some new chairs, and I just completely renovated my entire house. It was great. Nice trip to IKEA. They put something in the meatballs, don't they? To make you buy stuff. Anyway,
Drug it.
Since the first store opened in 2005, it's just funny because I didn't even know you could eat you could eat at IKEA until like 2 years ago.
wait, what?
What?
First store opened in 2005? What? First what store?
IKEA store.
Where?
In Sweden.
That can't be true.
Search it up.
That can definitely not be true. I think IKEA is fucking older than that. IKEA. Let's do it together, people. IKEA. You can see that I'm looking up IKEA. IKEA. I'm saying IKEA. We're not sponsored, by the way.
Well, it was founded in 1943.
So they were founded in 1943, but they didn't open a fucking store until 2005. That seems a bit...
It was online.
No, the reason why I'm doubting this is that there have definitely been fucking IKEA stores before 2005 in fucking Belgium as well.
Probably not like with food in it.
Maybe they opened the restaurants in 2005 in the stores, but because I didn't know. Well, now I'm on the Belgian IKEA. I actually wanted to know when the Belgian IKEA opened. To be honest. I'm looking it up in Dutch, people.
The first stores outside Sweden were opened in Norway in 1963. What?
Yeah. So which country was this in? Oh shit.
Are they talking about in Turkey?
Maybe.
Do they even have a store in Turkey?
So IKEA has been in Belgium for 30 years, from what I can see here. On September 27th, 1984, the first IKEA stores opened in Belgium. The one in Zaventem, like the one by the
1984?
airport and stuff. What?
So.
See, I knew there was a fucking IKEA since before I was born.
5 years before you were born.
See? What the fuck is this 2005 shit in this article? Is it Turkey? I mean, did you look up first IKEA in Turkey?
Yes. Well, I can't really find much. Okay, cool. Now I find the whole list. Turkey.
Turkey has some shit.
2005.
What?
2005.
The first one?
Well, yeah, debuted.
So they're talking about Turkey.
Wow.
That was not obvious.
Even Portugal 2004? Ireland 2009?
Why did we get one so early in Belgium then? 1984. In a little fucking country like Belgium. What the
Wow.
fuck?
And how many do we?
I know 2 at least. And one of them is
Yeah.
pretty new, so...
Wait, it says Belgium 1984.
Yeah?
Zaventem and Ternat.
Oh, so
What
there's
about
2.
Hasselt?
What?
Stores in Anderlecht, Arlen, Gent, Hasselt, Mons, Wilrijk en Zaventem.
Yeah.
Oh, only from 2016 there's one in Hasselt.
Yeah, that's the one. That one is fucking new as hell. That's what I'm
Oh.
saying. Yeah, that one's actually really new.
Plymouth.
Anyway, now it's time to read something. The
Yeah.
fucking person, I guess.
Oh. Fucking hell. What is that name? Dortmund Kukugu.
Perry, can you come here quickly? Need to check something. We're having trouble. Can you read this?
Fuck you.
That's not what it says. It says Dortmund Kukugu.
Dortmund Kukugu.
Dortmund Kugu.
Yeah, that's something. It's Anyway.
Kugu.
apparently that's a person or something or whatever, and it said there must have been a reason why the Turkish people embraced. I can't see if that's a woman or a man.
Don't say they.
They said there must have been. What if you want to identify as it?
The clown.
Sexually identify as it? What does that even mean?
Wasn't it?
That you want to scare kids and you get off on that? Is that
Wait.
is sexual?
Me-
That cousin it.
Oh.
I'm not that hairy.
Just when you mention scaring kids and getting off of that, I see that I have a notification on my phone from the Harry Potter game.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Let's grab your wand and let's do something
I'm gonna grab my wand and do something magical later on today. Okay. There must have been a reason why the Turkish people embraced something from Sweden so willingly. IKEA equals meatballs for many of us. After this confession, would you discount the meatballs to win our hearts again? Asked Ulan Zaf. You might also like. Yeah, definitely. However, Serdar Kam, president of the Turkish Cooperation and Coordination Agency, TIKA, has criticized IKEA's role in the selling of Turkish meatballs. By selling these meatballs as Swedish meatballs for years in their chain furniture store, they are also saying, forget the furniture. I can even sell your meatballs as if they are mine. Through my marketing and distribution organization, he tweeted. Many Turkish people thank the Swedish account for bringing the history of the meatballs to their attention. Fatih the Observer. Thank you for bringing the facts. Much love from Turkey. I love Turkey too. It's so tender. It's nice meat. But for some in Sweden, the news was apparently too much to take. My whole life has been a lie. As a person named Orion or something said that. Orion.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Former porn star. I got that threats from IS Islamic State. But do they still exist? I thought Islamic State like died out or something. They're a dead meme. Should move on. Anyway, that should give. How to fuck? Why is this back guy accidentally? Okay, let's move away from that. University film students who film flatmates in the shower asks for privacy. Apparently, he also didn't know how to fuck. Anyway.
Fuck you.
What?
I said fuck you. I'm reading this one.
Okay then.
Also, it didn't say film students. I don't know why you said that, but okay.
No, I said the university student who filmed.
You said the university film student who filmed.
I said a bit too much filming.
A university of student who hid a camera inside a sponge in order to film his female flatmates while they showered has requested privacy as his case is dealt with by the courts.
Wollongong?
Wollongong.
By long dong. Anyway.
Please give me privacy. Enrico Auliaputra said. Outside Wollongong local court on Thursday. I'm so embarrassed.
I'm so embarrassed. And I just don't want to share it. I'm about to go to jail and I don't think I like it.
Auliaputra.
I'm gonna get fucked in the butt. It's gonna hurt my asshole.
Shut up!
Okay.
A 25-year-old Indonesian national studying for a degree in internet technology was convicted of filming a person in a private act without consent. After he failed to front Wollongong local court on Tuesday to answer the charge.
Okay. Pervert.
Stays funny. The Wollongong.
It's a weird place name, yeah.
Police documents tendered to the court, said the three flatmates. They were flat.
Why did he film them then? Couldn't he get ones with big titties and big ears? No, I'm joking.
We're at, the
CB.
three flatmates were at the.
You know what CBD stands for, right? Crooked black dick. It's a porn fetish that people have. CBD. It's like a penis that goes like that. It's black. It's like a boomerang.
Trying to understand if this is correct grammar because it sounds so weird.
What?
Police documents tendered to the court said the three flatmates were at the CBD unit they shared with Aulia Putra
The night
the
of.
night of October 28th last year. When one of them noticed a green flashing light coming from a yellow sponge on the floor of the bathroom.
It seems like that's correct, but it's just a bit of a long run-on sentence.
Wait, on the floor? Was it like... Was the sponge standing up on the floor?
Yeah, how do you... either the camera was inserted at an angle, or he was like
Yeah.
filming feet or some shit, because... Or was it like the bathroom really big?
Maybe as a foot fetish.
Maybe that's it. Oh, yeah.
So then it doesn't matter that they were flatmates.
Maybe just like their feet.
Oh,
But couldn't
do
he
you
have...
think they had flat feet?
Couldn't he have couldn't he have gotten off much easier then? He would have just been like, sorry, no shoes allowed in this, no socks and shoes allowed here. It's gross. Ah. Then they would be like, okay, that sounds like a reasonable request. And he'd be like, oh, feet. See? They would have...
Full inspection. But what? Just when they're all there?
I guess so, I don't know.
Upon inspection, the women found a small camera with an SD card, which had been inserted into a slit in the sponge. A power cord What? A power cord extending out of the camera led to a battery pack.
What's that? It's an electric sponge. Have you just seen an electric sponge before?
What's an extension cord? A power cord.
See, that makes it seem super obvious. Like there's an extension cord coming out of a sponge. That would be like, what the fuck is that?
The women called Aulia Putra, who arrived at the unit 30 minutes later. They all agreed to view the contents of the SD card, but then decided to wait for the police to arrive first. The card went missing before police arrived.
Oh my god. How did that happen? Probably
I
this.
wonder. A warrant for Aulia Putra's arrest was issued.
I just imagine him putting the SD card inside of a slither sponge and turning it out of the window. Never
Okay,
find
but
it.
was issue?
Yeah, that's English.
When he
Apparently.
didn't appear at court on Tuesday. On Thursday, he handed himself into the police, explaining he had confused the dates and attempted to attend court on Anzac Day.
What?
I don't know, Anzac Day.
Anzac Day?
Yes, Anzac Day.
What the
Which
fuck
was
is that?
Wednesday. It's the 25th of April.
The fuck is Anzac Day?
It's in Australia. For people who served and died in all wars, conflicts, and peacekeeping operations.
Sounds like a good day to have, like, to commemorate people like that.
Yeah.
Why don't we have that? When is it?
25th of April.
We'll just stay home then. Why are you not coming to work? It's Anzac Day.
Yeah, but this was last week.
Oh damn. We'll have it on the 25th of May instead.
His lawyer told the court he would not contest the conviction recorded in his absence. The matter was adjourned to May 22nd for sentencing. There you go, May 22nd. That will be Anzac Day for.
What the fuck?
I don't know. Outside court, Aulia Putra said he attempted to film the women only once. He could not explain his actions. Impressed.
Well, he wanted to
I
fap,
don't
I
think-
guess.
I don't think it had anything to do with the fact that I wanted to see some babs.
It's like, I don't know what I was doing. It just happened. I guess I don't know what it was. It just did happen. I don't know why.
He admitted he threw the camera's SD card off the balcony before police arrived to investigate the matter, and said he believed police later recovered the device.
Well, they could have probably flushed it through the toilet. That would have been the most effective way to get rid of it, I guess.
Yeah. He said he had since found new accommodation at the women's request. No, why would they do that?
They're angry to me!
They're angry to me, he said. Just after they found me filming, then they want me to leave and I left straight away.
Makes sense.
I wonder why they would be angry with you.
Yeah, I don't get it. Just try to give them the electric sponge.
Is that new death penalty?
The electric sponge.
You've been sentenced
Going to...
by electric sponge.
No, not the electric sponge! Everything but the electric sponge! What, did they like insert a sponge up your ass and electrocute you?
Why is it the ass?
Or in your mouth, because it's like really, like it's a really gross texture to have in your mouth, like a sponge is like, like gross sponge, and then it's like electrocutes you, and you fucking die. Because why not?
Nice.
Wait, what does it say here? You don't learn that at the university. 40% of degrees will soon be obsolete. Obsolete!
Obsolete.
But it says percent again down there. Why?
Is that a fucking...
It's Matt Hardy.
Both spellings are acceptable.
Why? It's so dumb.
Really? Percent with a space is more common in British usage.
Barry, your stupid country is to blame for the percent. They apparently do that in England.
Oh, I don't.
That's stupid as fuck. How the fuck? Why is that back now? Oh, Fuck off. How to fuck YouTube. How to fuck YouTube.
Fuck YouTube.
Now I just imagine somebody like having a cutout of like the weird like the rounded square shape of a YouTube logo with like the triangle for play cut out, and they put them in dick through the play button like jism for schism
I'm
my
just gonna
bosom.
say, yeah, your language is wrong if you have a space between per and cent, because that would literally mean for every cent.
Yeah. That's the weird thing about it. It's just stupid. Like, why is it acceptable?
I don't know, because dumb people are acceptable.
It's like people who literally use literally instead of figuratively. That's stupid. Anyway, let's remove static once again, so we can go straight up the twiddle. Fishing up the treat hole. Let's see.
Jawohl.
And we kind of saw this article already before. No, not this one. But that's something, yeah. You're gonna see something dumb. And it has to do with superheroes. And their hairstyle. And sexism. Because everything is sexist. Definitely. Everything is racist. Everything is sexist. Everything is... whatever is. Some things are
Superheroes
ageist.
don't wear ponytails, and yes, it's sexist.
Let's go back to the internet. Let's go back to the internet. Let's
Most
go back.
women I know don't wear ponytails anymore.
That's right.
I barely meet someone who has ponytails, to be honest.
Yeah, most
What?
people.
Are they also sexist?
Yeah.
And what? Some guys with long hair have ponytails. It's more common to see a guy with long hair who has ponytail than a woman who with long hair.
Yeah, but that's because of the superheroes. It's because superheroes don't have ponytails. So I guess stupid thing.
Yeah, you were saying something and then you just stopped.
I guess the reason why they're talking about like the ponytails is because the complaints that they have is about it's people fighting, and if you play sports then you just tie up your hair. But does really everyone who plays sports put their hair in fucking ponytails? I think I've seen a lot of people with their...
Yeah, but why? Why?
What?
But why? Why is there a comparison to be made?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, it's I don't know. It's not even real life. It's not like it has to adhere to every fucking thing in real life. Like the character just needs to look like the character. By the way, a lot of the time they're just walking around and then they're get to be in a fight. It's not like they're always prepared to go in. Like they're always there to fight. And not everyone always fights physically, to be honest, as well. So it doesn't make much sense, actually. Mostly because it's just fictional bullshit, to be honest.
I love this chain of comments that I found like somewhere there
Yeah.
in an article that's talking about that article, I guess.
Wow.
The comment: I'm willing to bet that if they did have superheroes wear ponytails, they would say it's sexist because, of course, girls only have ponytails. Then someone replied, and if any Native American superheroes were present, then it would be cultural appropriation. And someone replied to that, if they're not present, it's gatekeeping.
Yeah, you can't win with these types that are complaining about this bullshit. Just a bunch of wankers that have nothing better to do than complain about shit. And because they want to see the world changed in a way that's good for them or for people that they care about or whatever. But basically what they're doing is basically just making it worse for other people. So I don't like people who just generally think that or are convinced that they can improve the world somehow in like by having an influence on other people's lives in any way. I mean, I know that seems broad, and I know that seems like I have a problem with everyone who has like a positive effect on other people. But I really mean like if somebody's like, oh, I want to do this because this is better for those people or whatever. Like, first off, you're just trying to help people who didn't really ask for your help to begin with and who may not find a problem in what you seem to think is a problem. Then again, some people may just go along with your bullshit because they're like, yeah, I can benefit from this shit. So, it just always seems like something stupid that they're wanking about. It makes no sense. So yeah, let me just say, there's an easy explanation for this. Why do superheroes not have fucking, their stupid ponytails or whatever? It's pretty simple why they don't have that. Because they're not designed that way, and because they want to keep the people, like, apart as well, so you can recognize everyone to some degree. Jesus, like, if you have this Avengers movie that you had now, how many fucking characters are in there? How many female characters are in there? If everyone has the same fucking hairstyle, wouldn't that make it kind of harder to distinguish everyone from each other? And by the way, why ponytails? Wouldn't, like, a top knot or something like that, like just having a ball, what is it called, like the really stupid hairstyle where they just have a knot on the top of their head?
I don't know.
Wouldn't that be better to fight, because then your hair wouldn't be like shaking about. Even with a ponytail, you still could have like your hair like slapping you in the face, and you could be blinded like, oh shit, my hair was in front of me and therefore I didn't see that punch coming. That can happen with a ponytail still, so that's not a solution there either. So yeah, even in the case of what they are talking about, this doesn't make any sense and it's stupid. It's a fantasy world. There's men with loose long hair.
Yeah.
That's the same shit. How is it sexist if it's also fucking men with long hair who do the same shit? I know that Thor cut his hair short, but he had long hair for a long time. Fucking Bucky still has long hair. He didn't dye it up for a fighting scene. So, do your fucking research, stupid idiots. And Fox, very obnoxious. You're lucky that there aren't many words with an X. Xylophone, very, very obnoxious xylophones. Let's just say that. Doesn't make any sense. Worst insult ever. Just move on. Now I just see the Swedish meatballs there. Okay, the next one isn't gonna be equally obnoxious because it's the same type of bullshit. So apparently people are outraged again because of prom and a dress. Yes. So you're gonna be able to see this shit, and you're gonna see just how stupid it is. Did it appear for you already?
Oh my god, yeah. My culture is not your goddamn prom dress.
So people are outraged this teen wore a traditional Chinese dress to prom. People are accusing an 18-year-old high school senior of cultural appropriation. Just basically like insert stupid bullshit that should fuck off into the sun here. And racism. That's not an overused word, just fucking that has lost all meaning because retards like you are overusing it. Anyway, she told Insider that she didn't intend to be racist. And she wasn't fucking racist, you bunch of dick-sucking troglodyte asswipes. Go choke on a fucking big black cock and die.
Yeah, seriously, if you think that's racist, I don't think you're fit to fucking survive in this world.
Just go fucking jump out of a window with a sword in front of you and land on it, hopefully. Or just jump out a window with a chair. Just join those people.
You would be the reason for a possible devolution.
Yeah, and this whole stupid bullshit, if there ever is some fucking semblance of a race war somewhere going on, it's this stupid idiots that fanned the flames of that bullshit going on. It's the people who just made everything look racist, that just cause shit, that just cause racial conflicts. You stupid fuckers that think that they are doing something good for humanity by complaining every time you see something racist. What the fuck you're doing is making everything racist and therefore making fucking conflicts appear out of thin air. You fucking stupid shits. Go choke on a fucking pile of dick shit. Fucking ass munchers. You're almost... You know what? I find these people as bad as fucking Nazis. Because you know that if these stupid shits had their way, that they would police people to not do anything culturally insensitive by enforcing laws. And you know what that leads to? Basically the same shit that Nazism led to. Then you have that, but like just the 180-degree flip on that. But it's still the same shit anyway. If you flip something upside down, it just looks the same and it stinks the same. That's what you get here. My culture is not your goddamn prom dress. So are you saying that your fucking culture is just a dress? Is that your entire culture? Are you from the country of dress? That has the dress
Jeremy
culture?
Lamb.
He comes from the country of dress where they have the dress culture. That's all.
Jeremy Lamb
Yeah.
says his culture is a Chinese dress.
Yeah, that's basically his only culture. By the way,
Jeremy Lamb.
I'm sure Mr. Jeremy Lamb, whatever his fucking name is, if that is his real name, who the fuck gives a fuck about him?
What's his real name? I doubt. It's his culture.
I'm sure that you probably appropriate some fucking shit somewhere, because every fucking piece of shit that complains about racism this, sexism this, does the fucking same exact shit. Every piece of fucking goddamn putrid shit that I see complain about cultural appropriation, racism, sexism, would turn around and do the fucking same shit they're complaining about. This fucking putrid hypocrisy is fucking gross. It's so fucking disgusting. At least I and many other people, I'm sure many other people know that to some degree, everyone is a fucking hypocrite. I think people like this think that they are fucking saints and think that they and everyone around them should adhere to their ideals. And they probably don't even realize when they break their own ideals and they think that they're perfect to some degree. Because how fucking can you make claims like this condescending bullshit? How could you say like, hey, you're appropriating my culture by putting on a dress? Woo boo 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 boo. Fucking choke on a sack of dildos.
You know what sounds weird about saying you appropriate my culture?
What?
Like that's basically saying I want you to inappropriate my culture.
It's kind of weird, yeah.
I want you to say my culture sucks.
See, here's the thing. I don't give a fuck about cultures. And last I checked, culture isn't down to where the fuck you're from or your forefathers. Who cares about your fucking forefathers that you haven't met and their fucking culture? Their fucking culture isn't your fucking culture because you live in a different country and fucking time, you piece of dog shit. Is that so hard to fucking grasp? If I was a fucking... If your fucking forefathers, like, were fucking part of, like, the Roman army or some shit, would you, like, what, walk around in a fucking Roman fucking war uniform and then be like, oh, somebody else is doing that, somebody's wearing that, he's appropriating my culture?
No, I'm gonna tell you what the right way is to deal with that. I don't care.
Yeah, see, that's the fucking right way to do it with that. Fucking stop being sensitive wank sacks and just fucking learn to live in this. How the fuck is this possible? This world is a fucking flaming shithole where horrible shit happens all the time, and then you have these wank nuts who complain about basically nothing. How can you complain about this shit when actual shit is going on? Fucking open your stupid eyes. I'm woke, but I can't see that there's actual fucking problems in this world, so I'll focus on this fucking banal shit. Why? That's the fucking thing I don't get about the woke and rat-pilled bullshit. These are all fucktards that are focusing on minuscule shit heaps of problems, while there's actual huge fucking cataclysmic shit everywhere. How is this a thing? Who are these fucking people that do this shit?
I think my camera froze.
Yeah, it may have. But I can't get this. Either sides of these type of arguments, when it's like a lot of this SJWs and people are like extremely right wings and shit, how do they keep getting these minuscule problems, and how can they focus on them so hard and make them so primary while this world is actually so shitty? There's actually so much fucking going wrong, so much horrible shit. Do they want to distract themselves from actual fucking problems by just focusing on shit like this that is inconsequential? Is this their way of feeling like they have a grasp on this world? Like, do they just want to feel like a hero or some sort of like what is this? Is this hero syndrome or some shit? Is that what this is like?
But heroes do good stuff.
Yeah, well, if you can't achieve that level of greatness while doing something good, like, it's not like everyone can reach, like, what is it, like, these, like, higher levels of, like, heroism. They just want to not do too much, and just, this is just basically the same shit of people who don't want to do much shit, and they just want to, you know, all the people who just tried getting on YouTube because they thought it would be an easy way to make money or some shit, for example.
Yeah.
All the people that have stopped it since, like, they were like, oh shit, I only got like 20 subscribers, I'll stop this because it's way too hard and editing takes time and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's basically this type of shit. It's people who don't want to do much, but they want to be seen as a hero. It's this stupid, like... Here's the weird thing that I don't understand. Like, a lot of people seemed to have moved to some degree to social platforms.
Yeah.
But these social platforms, what they do on there, it's supposed to reflect on real life and shit. Because they sometimes use their own names. They do use Facebook and shit. I can't understand that type of mentality because I don't have that. For me, it's completely separate. Stuff that happens on the internet has jack shit to do with what happens in my real life, because I don't really use Facebook. And if I use Twitter, it's via our channel. And people who don't know that I have a fucking channel aren't gonna find me on Twitter, so it's just completely separate from there. So I don't need to bring myself out and make myself look good on this type of platform on Facebook because I don't fucking use it, because I just have that shit, so that people can add me and just say some shit, and I can every once in a while, or maybe once in a month or something, check what's going on there. Twitter is just for the channel, so I have to hype it up and just make it interesting shit that's sent out there, which suits me well because it's just funny and I can have fun with that. But I think these people, like, who use their real name on Twitter, maybe it's that. They just want to put themselves out there and make themselves look good. And they want to go a bit overboard and make themselves look good, even to people who just have these stupid high standards. Well, not really high standards, because do that. Well, it seems like they have this weird understanding of the word racism and of the world and of culture and blah blah blah. What I still don't understand about this is, your culture isn't necessarily based for even 50% on your ethnicity. Your culture is way, way bigger than any portion of it that stems from your ethnicity. For example, if you were Asian or something, of Chinese descent, so in this case, there's a lot of people who let's be honest, not everyone's stupid like this person, and there were people who were like, yes, I'm Chinese, and I like the fact that this person wore this dress. I've seen comments like that as well from people who are Chinese, for example. So it's not just that everyone who's Chinese is going to complain about this. A lot of the fucking backlash also came from people from the same country that she's from. Was she from the UK or from... I think it's... Yeah, it was the United States. So a lot of it came from the fucking United States itself as well. Like, oh, I'm not even Chinese, but I'll just talk on behalf of Chinese people that I say that this is not good and this is racism. Yes, thanks. Isn't that basically whitewashing what you're doing then as well? So fuck you for being a hypocrite. Anyway, the only reason I digress, and it seems like I am meandering about this shit, is because there is no actual, how would I say this, to this type of like new feminist tenets. Like there's nothing to them. They're just to some degree circular in logic and self-destructive, because everything that's applied just destroys another version of it. Like there's just so many, it doesn't mean anything. Even the word feminist, if somebody says I'm a feminist, I'm like, okay, but what does that mean? Because it could mean so many things. To people who are not involved in this whole internet bullshit debate between feminists and anti-feminists and what the fuck ever that's out there, and like right-wing people, whatever. People who are not versed in that may just say like, I'm a feminist, I believe in equal rights between men and women, and then you're like, okay, that makes sense. And somebody would say, I'm a feminist, so what? Yeah, I think there's a wage gap, and okay, that's another step further, something different. It's just such bullshit. There's so much shit to focus on. These people just choose to focus on banal shit.
Is this the end?
Yeah. So, a fair warning to everyone out there. If you dare to go to your prom dressed up as a paper bag filled with chips, we'll find you. Don't dare dressing up as a waffle. Or a beer. Definitely not a Belgian beer. We'll find you. And we'll appropriate your culture. Oh yeah, one last thing. You know, another person said, I'm Chinese, and I wouldn't wear a traditional Irish, Greek, or whatever garb. And I was like, thinking that if you see some dress designs, some of them still look like they're designed after like traditionally Greek and all those like more. I mean like what of those like what was I gonna say? No, I just got lost track of my thought there. I mean, if you see a lot of dresses, they're inspired by European history. So a lot of people who would buy a dress are actually buying something that could, to some degree, look like a traditional Greek or Roman or whatever type of dress. So how are you gonna always keep distinguishing that? You're always gonna find something. And by the way, how was this woman supposed to actually full on know that this was a traditional Chinese dress and not just something based on that, to be honest? Because that would kind of already make a change in what it is. Like, if it's a dress based on a Chinese dress, then it's not the dress itself. And the funny thing is, this just doesn't make any fucking sense. That's the funny thing about it. It's just bullshit. It's a fucking dress. Your culture is more than just a dress. Unless you think it is, and then your culture is basically just very uncultured, I would say. Anyway, this was a lot of bullshit. Like the podcast normally is.
Yeah.
We hope next podcast is going to be less bullshit, but it probably won't be. We'll catch you in that one.
Yeah.
I just fucking hate this bullshit. Why does this exist?
I don't know.